För Flabonga, Monthro Cuba. With Dale and Tony breaking all the rules. Talking tech biz and straight up chaos. Quick fire guests, oh yeah, we slay those.
Good afternoon. My name is Dale Rodriguez, and this is Flabonga Monthro. With me today, I've got my usual co-host,
Tony Stevenson.
And we've got our sometimes substitute co-host,
Zoe Lacey-Cooper.
Cool. Now, this is a special episode entitled Back by Popular Demand. But before we go into the episode and our amazing announcement, I got to give a word from our sponsors. 'Cause that's right, I sold my soul. And now I've got to do sponsorship things. So first and foremost, our sponsor for this episode today is Nomad Flow. And if you want to know what Nomad Flow is a company that makes your accounting tech land and last. They work with fintech vendors to make sure that their services get used, and they work with accounting firms and bookkeepers to make sure they get the best out of their fintech purchase, fixing the activation gap. And for the first time in FM history, right? Check this out. Let me just put my face back on this because I'm amazed. We have a FM exclusive discount, right? QR code, look at that, getting techie. You get 10% off of Nomad Flow's offering if you use this QR code via FM. And what is their offering? You get the channel review, which is £500, and the channel audit, which is $7,500. But if you use that QR code and use the special URL you've got, you get 10% off. And why do you want to work with Nomad Flow? Because the founder, Lee Stallard, worked at Xero early days. He knows how to make a partnership channel. And this has been a very long and somewhat professional promo. I'm very proud of myself.
And he's actually really he's a bit of a guru about integration as well, because there's a massive integration problem, right, between firms and tech vendors. And he did this amazing presentation about it at my event, and he was really good. So there you go.
Yeah.
I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I don't think Lee gets the credit that he deserves in our space.
I second that.
Yeah. I've also checked the QR code, and it links straight to a lovely landing page, which I was mighty impressed with. It's even got FM mentioned on it.
Oh, winning at life this morning. Brilliant.
Banging. And I'm going to put it in the comments as well, because I think this is the link in the comments. I don't know if that goes to LinkedIn or just YouTube, but no, only YouTube. I don't know why, but StreamYard has decided not to let us connect with LinkedIn properly, so the comments don't always come through. Anyway, viewer saying hello, long-time friend of the show, Mehul. Good afternoon from sunny London. Hey, Mehul, thanks for being here.
Mehul Dave, not Mehul.
Do you know what? Do you know why we like Mehul? It's because he follows instructions. Let me explain. On the last post, FM said you get a better viewing experience on YouTube. And lo and behold, Mehul has gone to YouTube and commented. Thank you, Mehul, for listening.
Mehul was a great guest.
We all need something like that in our lives, right?
Long-time listener, now attendee of the show.
Which one of you wants to announce the exciting news for the show?
Oh, what's happened?
I accidentally hit my camera, and now it's removed, and you guys can be the only visual element of this
Love
show.
your hair in that, Dale.
Youthful D-Rod. Yeah.
Yeah.
Smooth. I think you should announce it.
What, I was like, oh, is that illegal?
Me?
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah.
Well, look, I'm always very privileged when Tool Tone, as I call him, and D-Rod, as I call Dale, I have been invited to be a regular host. Is that the news you wanted to announce, by the way?
That is the news you wanted to announce.
In case there was something else. So, and in pure commitment, I don't drink coffee. I actually have brought coffee along. I'm drinking coffee. And here I am, and I couldn't be happier. So thank you very much for letting me join the party. Not allowed to say gang. The party.
Yeah, don't say gang.
Not allowed to say gang.
Negative connotations. And if we were a gang, we shouldn't thus far label ourselves a gang, making it easier for the popo to catch us. That's like a down. It's like the third rule of having a gang.
Broadcast our criminal masterminding live on the internet either.
Yeah, exactly that.
Just to be clear, there's no criminal masterminding that goes on here, just in case anyone.
As if we work in highly regulated areas.
Absolutely.
I'm just here drinking my coffee out of my Queen Elizabeth bone china mug.
Oh wow. Whilst I'm trying to sort out my camera, if you guys feel free to talk amongst yourselves, that'll be grand.
Okay, well, let's talk about mugs, right? Show us your mug, Tony. Go on. What mug you got? Okay, but what's writings on it, Mr.
So that is my wedding date.
Oh, sweet.
That is Mr. Stevenson. So this was
Oh,
a
I
gift.
love that.
This was a gift from the hotel that we got married in. From the hotel to say thanks for getting married in our hotel. Spend lots of money here. Here's 2 mugs. And so it's by a brand called Cornish Ware, like the blue and white stripes. And I broke mine, obviously, because I am a certifiable S-tier level klutz. So I broke mine, and I got in touch with them to say, "Oh, I'm really sorry I've broken it. Is there any way you could kind of get me a replacement? I'm quite happy to pay for it, no problem, whatever." And they wrote back to me and said, "Yes, that's absolutely fine. We'll send you a replacement for free, no charge."
Oh, celebrity service.
Celebrity service for a non-celebrity. I was like, that's quite. I'm not sure why you've done that. If I'm really honest, I feel bad because actually I broke it. It was my fault, and I would quite happily pay for a replacement.
I like that. I think that's important to get good service, isn't it?
So yeah,
it is good. Oh yes, from far away. I did see you, Mahal, from far away. I think we did a quick wave from afar. Yeah, Mahal and I are at a really good ICB event celebrating. Is it 25 years of ICB? And Amy and Gary and June and we're a wonderful family and known Amy for years. It's really nice to be part of that. Actually, it's good fun.
I believe it. Is it 25 years?
Is it 50 or 30? Oh, 30. Is it 30?
30. Because I went to an event at
30.
the Palace some time ago, which was a ICB anniversary event
At the Palace.
Yeah,
oh my God! Because
James's
I'm not
Palace.
royalist or anything. Because I would have hated that.
It's not Buckingham. It was St James's Palace, but it's not
Yeah,
just down the road. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
All our most of our kings and queens lived there in the 1500s. So.
Yeah, and it was and that must have been 5 years ago. Because that must have been 25 years.
Oh, I would love that.
Maybe. Yeah, it was good.
Exciting.
Exactly.
Exciting stuff. Yeah, 30 years. 30 years. I've done some really good stuff. I love working with ICB. Great gang. So, Tone, what have you been up to?
What have I been up to?
What have you been up to?
Just trying to enjoy the nice weather, mate. Really. I live on holiday now, so yeah.
Oh, yeah, 'cause you get every Friday off, don't you? Because Free Agent give you every Friday off during the summer holiday.
Yes, they do. They do give us every Friday off, and we are now 2 Fridays into that now. So it is, it's just brilliant. Such a good little perk of working Free Agent.
Yeah, do you know what? I know a lot of you lovely people from Free Agent, and you get looked after. I certainly hear that.
We do. They are, and there's a reason why lots of people who work at Free Agent have been there for a long time. Because it is.
Including you. How many years is it now?
It's 8 years, which is amazing, really. Because I was always said I would never stay in a job longer. Like 3 to 5 years would be the longest I would ever stay in a job. So I've been there 8 years now. So they must definitely be doing something right to have kept my my wandering feet in the same place for 8 years. So yeah. And I'm by no means, I'm not a short tenure there, but I was on a call yesterday with somebody who's been there for 12 years. So it's a lot of people stick around, which in our world is rare actually, right? Because there's a lot of I know it's lazy and boring to call out Phil Hobden and his t-shirt collections, but there are a lot of people in our world who move around quite a lot because there's a lot of, churning within vendors getting bought and, some do well, some do not so well, that sort of thing. So yeah, it's rare.
So Mark's just said air conditioning, you must be loaded. Mark, I've been working in my 4th bedroom for 6 years. Anyway, so after the last school holidays, I'd had enough of the kids. I got 2 young kids, had them late on in life, and said I can't cope with this anymore. So at Christmas, we built my garden pod with air conditioning and heating, and it's drywalled, it's got spotlights, it's quiet. It's my beautiful haven, and I love it. So yeah, but I'm not loaded.
I miss my garden pod. Was the air conditioning expensive?
No, it was about I think. Oh well, I negotiated obviously, but I think it's like 2.5, 3 grand.
What for that one room for the air conditioning?
Yeah,
that's expensive. That's more than I thought it was going to be.
But it's heating as well. But it's
air conditioning people reckon that air conditioning is cheaper to heat your house with than actual heating.
It is.
Yeah.
you heat one room. If you've got a unit in one room, you just heat that room instead of all the gas. And electricity per kilowatt hour is like half the price of gas, so it is cheaper.
But I didn't pay for it, by the way. It was part of the deal, so I don't really know how much it cost.
Okay. D-Rod, you're back.
Yes, I have returned.
Come
And
to
can
the
I
hour
also
of the man.
can you put your like this is like if I'm going to be an assistant like host, right? I think you should put your nicknames on your names.
Oh yeah, those disappeared, didn't they? Well, where have they gone?
I think that needs to be like the rule, right?
What do you mean nicknames? Like
D-Rod, Tortone, Coops. Like I think we need. I think we need to highlight that. These are important nicknames, guys.
okay,
Oh, Dad, so chuffed about it.
I've done it. Oh no, I don't know why, but on my screen, my title is not there. It's missing. My name is not here. I can't see it. I don't know why.
Yeah, I can't either. Mine's not there. I've changed it.
It's because Mark's comment is being shown. I think. There we go.
All right.
There we go.
You know, the amount of time we've been doing that, and I didn't even realise. And Zoe, again, first day as a full-on
You're
co-host,
welcome.
just smashes it. There you go. Look.
It's raising the bar.
Way ahead on the tech, right?
Oh, hold on. We need consistency here, people. I've done name in yellow and then nickname in white, and Tony has done nickname in yellow. It's just not. We can't do that. Hold on. Consistency, people.
Hold on.
Oh my god, that's just like literally losing it. Like, I can't do it.
I don't want to sound like a dictator, even though I am. We've got to have consistency.
What is it? Ultimate power corrupts. What is that? What's
Absolute power corrupts absolutely.
Absolutely. Yep. Yeah.
Lord Acton, 1789. So great phrase. It's right. It's right.
Sure, it wasn't Henry Ford or Winston Churchill that said it.
It could have been either.
Or Mark Twain.
Well, I never know. They get blamed for everything. So, Zoe, now that you're a co-host, like you don't have to like answer any questions, do you? You can just be like, screw you, Dale. I don't want to answer your questions.
Yeah.
What excited you about being a co-host for FM?
I like the fact that. I don't even know if people know this externally, but I remember I did a co-host with you, and you said to me afterwards, "Don't do questions through AI." And at that point, I thought I like that because actually, then we're not. This is all completely natural and off the cuff. And actually, I think that's where the magic is, and that's why I'm excited to be part of it because we're not allowed to do any research through AI on this.
You can do research for AI. You can do whatever you want, but I just don't use AI questions. Don't do that.
Exactly, and also, it's not my favourite thing to do. It's just something natural with my labels and isms that I've got. But I'm a massive brain blurter, and I like the fact that this environment allows me to be a bit brain blurty.
A bit. It's encouraged.
I try.
Otherwise, it's just silence. It's just us sitting quietly,
right,
contemplating things.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, but sometimes there's beauty in silence, isn't there? And sometimes I enjoy the awkwardness it causes for other people. It's just so delicious. Zoe, I don't realise you've not. Have you passed the co-host test? Because Tony passed the test. He has said Flabonga Monthrothacube live. Have you said Flabonga Monthrothacube live?
Wait there. I've got you all on full screen now, and I can't see the messages, and I can't change it back. And
no, don't deflect. You have to say Flabonga Monthrothacube.
Trying to deflect. Here we go. Right. Okay. Oh, I need to read it out. Here we go. Flabonga Monthrothacube. Flabonga Gothapube. Flabonga Monthrothacube.
Zoe, écoutez et répétez. Fla. Écoutez et répétez. Fla. I'm trying to coach how to say it. Flabonga Monthrothacube.
Flabonga Monthrothacube.
There you go. Nailed it.
You're missing a B. Flabonga. Flabonga. Throth.
Flabonga.
I'm sure this is tantalizing content for people.
Oh, isn't it just?
Oh my God, Dale's regretting it. Tone and.
Right.
No.
We'll revisit this each week.
Right. I'm sorry.
No, not.
Just hit retake test at the bottom of the screen.
Look,
next week it resets every 7 days.
Brilliant. Love that.
Look, every time we've asked people who their favorite host is or co-host is, they've gone Zoe. Sorry, Tony. And then some people have been audacious, been like, "She's better than Dale." I was like, "Well, let's capitalize on this. Let's get her on regularly." So yeah, Zoe will be on in the future for the next couple of months. I think next couple of weeks. You will be around.
I'm expecting Sam Green to pop up shortly and be like, "Yeah, look up."
Yeah, like once a month, Zoe will be here co-hosting with us, which means the screen might be busy. There might be 4 people on screen at once. So that'll be crazy.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
Tell you what, though,
Yeah.
will appeal to my brain's desire to have things sort of matching and symmetrical, because we'll have like 2 at the top and 2 at the bottom, or 4 in a row, rather than, because it's fine when it's the 3, like the, you know, even
Well, like
that,
this.
even
It's
that.
weird, isn't it?
So yeah, there should be another
Yeah.
one, doesn't there?
And then we can do the pop band look. 4th person, the 4th member. Oh, we could do 4-part harmonies. It'd be amazing.
Can I get you guys to help me something, please? I've got a light, right, and I'm struggling with the right temperature of it, so I'm going to dial it right up, and then I want you to tell me when it's at the right.
This is going to be terrible content. No one cares about your light.
Is that too bright?
No. Well, you're squinting a lot, so yes.
It's too bright for me. Yeah, see, my light is a lot bigger than that. It's massive. It's like,
Oh, this is a sunshine light, so I don't get sad.
oh, does it give you like vitamin D? From
Yeah,
it and all that
I
stuff?
put it in the corner, in the
Yeah.
dark corner bit, and it makes me happy because it's a bit light.
Oh, look, Kirsty's here. Hey, Kirsty St. John, how's it
Yay,
going?
hi,
Why-
Kirsty.
should we give Kirsty a permanent pass to not have to apologise for being late?
Oh,
No, yeah, I don't.
yes.
I don't know why you're apologising for being late, Kirsty. Don't worry about it. It's fine. We just appreciate you being here.
There
and
are
watching
there are
this thing.
literally billions of people that never make it at all. So you're ahead of like
Billions of people.
rounded to the down to the nearest 1%, like 0. There's 0% of people. You are in the top 0% of people.
Do you guys mind if I raise a serious question and point that we can maybe discuss? It does lean on politics, but it is also business related.
Jeez.
Hear me out. Hear me out.
You can try us.
I'm not going to lie. Because of social media and my Instagram feed, I didn't realize we had a new prime minister until like 2 days afterwards. Do you think this dude Andy Burnham's going to do something? Like, is it going to change business anyway? Do you think it's going to have any good policies? Will it impact us, fintech, accounting in any way, or do you think it's not going to be that much of a change?
I think the North, well, he's Northern, isn't he? So I think he's going to focus a lot on the North. And I like his, like today he's gone straight into the care community, you know, like kind of like the volunteering carers and stuff like that, which like, I like the short, sharp, get a crack on with it, get shit done mentality.
Yep.
So yeah, let's see what happens.
Okay. Tony, any thoughts or opinions you're willing to share live on the internet or not?
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. So as you know, I don't care for much for politics. It feels like it's not a useful space for the tiny bandwidth that my lizard brain has available. What I think is that whoever you put in that job needs this much and has this much. So maybe it's more like this much. So like whoever you put in that job, all they're doing is moving things around into different places to minimize the upset of whatever particular group they're focusing on at that given time. And I don't know how we solve, and I say we, I don't want to include myself in this, I don't know how that problem gets solved of it being we need this much and we've got this much. So yeah, I anticipate that he will come up against similar challenges to others have done in the past.
When it comes to politics, I always probably vote consistency because I don't like anyone in politics, to be honest with you. But I find consistency gets stuff done better. And this change all the time. How can you, if you don't keep things consistent and long-term movement, then we'll never get it done, will we? Anyway, there you go.
Thank you both for humouring me.
What do you think, Dan?
Similar to you, Tony, I think it's a cavalcade of fuck-ups, and the person in charge needs this, and they'll always have this. I genuinely think the person who goes into politics and becomes prime minister probably has wonderful ideals, right? Whether they're right or left on how to improve things. Then they get in power, and then they get, I don't know, briefed by MI5, SAS, the military, whatever the different cabinets there are, and they go, oh shit. Because politics by its nature is a big web, right? And all the ideas they had about doing this, and this, realize it's going to affect 10 other things, you know, whether that's a union or an industry or another country, and went, I can't do that because I'm just going to keep everything alive, right? I think that's what happens. Like, we don't fully understand the complexity of what a PM has to deal with. I think that's one of the problems.
If I was given just a slight segue, but if I was given like 3 wishes, right? One of the wishes that I would want to grant.
Do you say wishes or
Wishes.
wishes? Just
one of the wishes that I would want to be able to be granted would be to be able to see into the world that the establishment gets to see that we don't get to see. That would be one of my 3 wishes, because
Like a fly on the wall kind of power.
Yes, and I think that think you're right, mate. Like that, there's so much stuff there that goes on in the background that we have no idea about. That is, good for us to not know about, because we just need to go about doing our day jobs and not worry about these kind of things that other people can deal with for us. But yeah, I would love to be able to have a full view on it.
Least favorite profession you see often on LinkedIn? The one that annoys you the most?
I am going to have to give this thought.
I'll go first if it makes you guys feel better.
Yeah, go on.
I'll be very specific with this because it's not all of them, but the unfounded LinkedIn and or business coach. And I'll go for the business coach first, right? This is a very cliche one. I'm going to upset some people. Here's what I see happen sometimes. You might get someone from the top 5 accounting firms, right? And for whatever reason, they've come out of their large corporate job, and then they seem to descend upon the SMEs and go, me with my big corporate knowledge can help you. And it's like, it seems a little bit condescending when they do this.
I
don't like it.
I really resonate with that, because I was looking at LinkedIn this morning on my mobile while I was giving the kids breakfast, and someone linked in with me, and it was, I can help transform your business. And I'm like, oh, and I literally out loud went, oh, sod off. And I'm like, what? And I was like, oh, it's the same old crap, isn't it?
And it's mostly the unfounded ones. Again, there are people on there who do LinkedIn transformation, who do business transformation, and they're very, very good at it, and they've got a track record. But it seems like every other day there's someone saying, I can help you transform your business. And then you look at their background, it's like, you were a primary teacher, like school teacher, like 2 years ago. Doesn't mean you don't have the skills or knowledge, but it's like there are some people out there who've got 10 years worth of like NED experience, kind of makes sense. And then you decided, I'm going to start my own business. It's not the same parallel. I don't know. It irks me.
No, it irks me too, actually.
Anyway, I'll give you mine. Do you guys have a different professional career or vocation that ticks you off on LinkedIn?
I have one.
Go on.
Go for it.
Those that use the word influencer.
Without doing it like kind of as a sort of tongue in cheek.
What defines an influencer? Is it just the loudest, the ones that post the most on LinkedIn, or is it, because I know influencers who influence and they're not even online. So I have it's interesting. I like watching the influencer world. It's interesting, isn't it?
It is.
Yep.
And there's a balance of credibility versus like megaphoning, right? Because you can do the megaphoning bit is a separate skill to the actual being good at the thing. So
Kirsty, did you get? I think Kirsty got a nomination.
You need to. People don't know what you're saying.
So Kirsty, did you get a nomination?
And also, just think, you need to read out the comment as well. So for people who are listening who aren't watching,
I'm learning. By the way, I'm on trial. I'm learning, so I can.
I still do it now. Almost every single time, I just read it straight out of the thing and not put it on the screen. So don't worry about it, mate.
But Kirsty, I can't remember if I read this morning. You have already got your top 50 women in accounting nomination yet, or have you? I thought I read you had. And if you haven't, anyone out there needs to. Lovely. You've been nominated. Congratulations. That's brilliant.
So he's like, I'm sure you got a nomination.
Sure you got a nomination. Now she's trying to
anonymous nomination.
Wait, Tony, did you give us your vocational skill that you don't like on LinkedIn?
No, I actually, so what irks me is when, and Mehul has prompted me to remind me of this, is when I get approached to do like DM'd about outsourcing accountancy services in my practice, and I'm like, that's a valuable function within our world, and there are some folks out there that do a sterling job of it. But 3 seconds on my LinkedIn profile will tell you that I don't run an accountancy practice. So approaching me about it, and I don't mind so much if they approach me and go, I can see you work in tech. You must speak to a lot of accountants. Is there any chance you could pump my wares into them? So that'll get a polite no, but appreciate the reach out. But when they come to me and say, "Would you like outsourced accounting services for your practice for me?" when I'm clearly doing work in an accountancy practice or own one, I find mildly amusing and very irksome. But my favorite one, and I am like childish, I know. Somebody reached out to me and they'd obviously copied and pasted their template, and then they'd written hi square brackets name square brackets closed, right? And then they punted in their wares. So I replied to the message saying, Hi, like whoever it was. Yeah, no, I don't need your services. Kind regards, brackets, open square brackets, name, close brackets underneath it, and then just sat there chuckling to myself for about the next half an hour.
LinkedIn user. I don't like outsourcing companies pestering from a LinkedIn post. So that's either Richard Sargent or James Sundin, either or, because they always appear as invisible. I don't know why.
I was about to say there are some outsourcing companies that do actually get the the relationship building part.
100% fabulous.
And then there's those that are just giving it a go and trying their luck. And
Joe, it's not even. I have a slightly odd job title, so I get lots of people approaching me in the vain hope that my job title means what they hope it's going to mean, and often it doesn't.
What is it?
Senior Digital Enablement Manager.
So that goes faster.
Senior Digital Enablement Manager.
Faster.
But it could, so it can.
You know, for someone who couldn't say Flabonga Monthothercube, you should pipe down. That's all I'm saying.
I don't mind people approaching me like, you've all got to shoot your shot, right? But it does bug me when they just like, it's just clearly sort of like, I've connected with someone, copy and paste straight in, no, you know, it's just like, no thanks.
So it sounds like the underlying gripe that we actually all have, if I'm speak on your behalf, is poor sales and marketing.
Yeah, it's
right? It's not actually particular. It just so happens you get more people trying to say you're outsourcing, and I get more people trying to sell me business advice. But like, it's the approach they do it with, right? All right, let's do a positive spin. Sorry, go Zoe.
Yeah, sorry.
Go on.
I was to say that just had a comment come in. I don't know how you bring it into the main.
Oh, I need to make you a host. That's my fault. Sorry, I realised that you were in as a guest. That's why you can't do any of this.
I love this comment.
That's why.
I don't know who this is, but yeah, I've also unfollowed so many so-called industry influencers who champion software that they don't actually use.
Oh, Natasha.
Oh, Natasha!
Both of you did it again. Both of you again. Mystery LinkedIn user. Not sure why it's LinkedIn user. It's Natasha Everard, bookkeeper secret. It's not just yeah. You guys.
Oh.
You know, I can't complain. I don't pay either of you. Like, you get what you pay for. You know what I mean? Free labor. Like, all right. Let's put a positive spin on this. And Natasha, Kirsty, Mehul, you know, Mark, if you guys are still here, what's the positive stuff you see on LinkedIn? What are the posts you like to see? What's the good sales you like to see? What industries are buzzing? And you go, yeah, that's good on my feed. Obviously, apart from this podcast, what else is there?
Can I go first on this one?
Please do. Yeah.
I like those accountancy firms. They tend to be the smaller ones who are nurturing the future accountants. Those that take on graduates, and I love those posts. I think it's PJCO, Peter, and who else does it? Rachel Harris, who takes on graduates, and you see their journey, and you know, they help them buy a house and they help give them a career, and you see it like they're validating that they're generally supporting the future of the accountancy profession. And I like that. I'm a fan of
that. I had a reasonably lengthy conversation about this morning, and about the about LinkedIn as a platform and how it's changed in the last like 4 or 5 years. I think, like, you know, I think it's firmly fair to say that I wouldn't be sitting here having this conversation now as co-host of this podcast had like I not been pretty active on LinkedIn for an extended period of time, because that was kind of how me and you met there, right? And it might have occurred in other ways, like face-to-face, but probably not in the same fashion. But I think that I struggle with it because I find it hard at the moment to wade through, like, if you take ads, people complaining about AI, people complaining about how people treat them on the platform,
posting 3 weeks ago,
and like the sort of comment help for my 19 ChatGPT prompts type posts. There's not much left after that. And I'm struggling with it, which I know isn't really a positive answer to your positive question, Dale. But Tony. No, I mean, I like to be positive and generally upbeat about things, but yeah, I am struggling at the moment. I'm in a bit of a difficult spot with the platform because I do think it's a brilliant platform, but I do think it's kind of lost its way a little bit, if I'm honest.
Cool. Change of topic, because this is more of a chill episode and we don't have a specific guest. I'm going to turn this one into a chill stream. Dear audience, if you're listening and or watching, if you want to come on, type in the comments below. We'll send you a joining link and we'll have you on, and we'll chew the cud. We might talk work, we might talk business, we might talk family. I don't know. We'll just chat, because the last Till stream went pretty well. We had Mehul, we had, who did we have? Debbie. Was there anyone else on? I thought that was someone else. No,
It was. We had 3.
Oh, Lee was on. So there you go.
The first time it interviewed for me, I think John Toon jumped on, and
he did.
Tuna Rooney, the original interloper.
the Toon.
Great word, by the way.
The Toon, yeah.
Great word.
Sorry, I have a habit of giving a lot of people nicknames, don't I? Like, if you haven't got a nickname from me yet, then I don't know.
It means you don't like them, basically.
Yeah.
You don't actually like them as a person, and that's what it means. Only people you like get nicknames. That's exactly what it is.
You do. You all have nicknames, don't you?
Let's get more intimate. Let's get closer. Yeah.
There we go. The upright view. I really like the idea of personifying Zoe's air conditioning as like a kind of fourth co-host.
Or giving it so little.
Yeah, there you go.
You know, I frowned, but I realised that's a kind of zany idea I'd have, so I'm not going to frown. Let's go for it. That craziness.
There you go.
Basically, what I realised, the show.
And it puts like a little mouth on it and like it talking. So like Lee, if you're listening, when he comes,
I need to get some stickers. Shall I get some stickers for the next
Coops,
one?
you need some googly eyes. Googly eyes make everything alive.
Not that I want to like kind of ruin the surprise for the 4 people that are listening when Lee maybe eventually gets around to doing the edits for this. But if you could take Zoe's attempts at pronouncing Flabonga Monthrothicube and then put a little mouth on the air conditioning unit and then get the speech of that coming out of the air conditioning unit, I think that would be appropriate.
I think we should stick to hosting and let Lee do the editing and directing, shall we? Let's not give him.
I just got ideas, mate.
Yeah, I know. I realised what the show's devolved into is 3 people with ADHD just chatting shit. No, that's all it is. It used to be like the idea of balancing business and personality. Now it's just the 3 of us who I think we've got ADHD, just chatting nonsense.
Can I ask you a quick
my
question?
diagnosis last week or the week before.
Oh, did you? Okay, talk about that. That's interesting.
Yeah, that's it. That's the sum of it. Yeah, that's the sum of it.
How do you feel about it?
I feel like it really explains an awful lot of like things that I've struggled with in my life. And it's weird because it's such a weird, disparate set of things that like apply to that category of brain, right? And like I've always found myself like fascinating and really frustrating in that I find hard things easy and perceived easy things like possibly difficult to do. And I'd never really considered it as an option until I read an article by Lucy Cohen, which was just like talking about her diagnosis of it, and I was like, that's interesting. Almost all of that applies to me except for the hyperactivity bit, which I do suffer with it in a sort of slightly different way, but I'm not sort of like, I don't sort of like feel the need to get up out of my chair when I'm sat in a meeting type of thing. So yeah, it's been, and it does make an awful lot of stuff make sense in terms of like my life. So feel really positive about it actually, because at least you kind of got an idea about what you can actually kind of go and do about that sort of stuff.
And what can you go and do about that kind of stuff, Tony?
Well, I've got to read the book, haven't I? But obviously I struggle with focus. So.
Well, no, you're not going to. I understand reading the book. So I'll give you some advice on a book you can read. It's called How to ADHD by Jessica McCabe. She became a very famous YouTube influencer on the subject. She actually has it herself. And because she wrote the book with someone who's got ADHD, she's actually written it in a way that someone with ADHD can read it. And also she's got an audiobook version again, which is very vindicating. So I recommend
What's her name?
Book. Jessica McCabe. I don't have no idea how to spell that, but the book is called How to ADHD.
And can I add to that journey as well? So I was diagnosed with...
You have to suffer this type of stuff.
It's just like, can I add to the journey? It's like, no, just don't ask permission. Don't ask permission. I also muted Zoe as well. It's a rite of passage, Zoe. You get muted at some point.
Yeah,
because again, absolute power corrupts absolutely. Sorry, Zoe, as you were, please share your story. This is important. Also, just so you know, we've got Kirsty St. John in the rafters as well, so she'll be joining in a minute.
No. So I was diagnosed with hyperactivity at the age of 6. So I reckon I was probably one of the first ones to get diagnosed with essentially probably what is ADHD nowadays. But I wasn't put on any meds or anything. I was actually put on a really strict diet. So I was on a very strict, like gluten-free, semi-skinned, no chocolate, no E numbers, no nothing, at the age of 7, which was pretty miserable at Easter. Chocolate or April fruits or Skittles or squash. Or,
Showing your age, opal fruits.
Yes. But it actually got me through life enough just on diet alone. And now I'm choosing not to get re-diagnosed because I think I just have lived through my life knowing of this hyperactivity, used it as a quirk in my career, and I'm kind of quite proud of my quirk. And I have watched the likes of Lucy and, being friends with Lucy and those with ADHD and watching how they deal with it. And that's really helped me understand myself more. But yeah, I think because I was given the label at the age of 7, I think I've always kind of lived with it. Does that make sense in a way? Whereas it must be weird for you, Tony, to suddenly go, oh yeah, I'll, and then you now have it, So I just think it's quite interesting.
Yeah, I think it's not an like I always did talk. I talked to with the assessment, and the guy was like, "Oh, it's not uncommon for people who did like kind of quite well at school for it to go kind of missed because like A, you shouldn't really know that much about it then, and B, because like your grades weren't like terrible, it didn't, and my behavior wasn't terrible, although I had my moments, it didn't really like flag anything kind of like really like kind of bad up. It was done all right. And then as you go further through education, you sort of like get into the worlds of cramming is like the sort of natural thing that everybody does anyway. So, I've always done kind of all right academically, but it always been this sort of nagging sense of like, you could have done this and you've done this. What's the delta to do with? And that was always just kind of, and I always just thought it was like, just my brain will hyper focus on stuff it's interested in and completely and utterly, if so it's not interested in it, which is like most things, it just doesn't want to engage with it at all. And I find it like one thing that I have started to try and do as I've come to be more aware of this is to try and stop forcing the masking that I've been doing unconsciously, is to try and sort of dial that down, not so much that it's like disastrous to my current existence and setup, but I've started to try and like just sort of see where I've been doing that, because life's always felt like such a grind to get to the place. So I've always felt like it's sort of like battling against a headwind is probably like a good way of putting it. And now that kind of makes more sense, which like as I'm somebody that is eternally fascinated with the human mind, but particularly my human mind, it definitely gives me a starting point to try and make some changes.
And I think with
on that note, Kirsty has been very, 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 very patient.
Sorry, Kirsty. Yeah,
sitting in the rafters, joining us now, Kirsty St. John.
Hello. Yes, hello, my lovely.
What up, Kirsty? How's it going?
See you all. Yeah. Just in the middle of a big payroll and waiting for one crucial bit of information that's holding up 45 other people. But hence I've got 5 minutes to come and talk to you guys.
That's interesting. Could you dumb that? Are you able to share what that actually is if it's not confidential? Like, what is stopping 45 other people from getting paid?
No,
like
one person's salary. He's new starter.
Right.
Way to make yourself popular with the rest of the team. We didn't get paid. Why? It was you, Debbie.
Well, no, it's always going to get done in time, but like it's just
Payday's Friday, so it's not a problem. But as I kind of pointed out to my client, I have got other people waiting to. I've got someone else coming today that's got a 3-month catch up, and I've got something else. It's like you're my allotted slot was like Tuesday afternoon, Wednesday morning for a Friday payroll, and I'm like, time's ticking.
Just pay her 10 grand and then just true it up next month.
Can I ask another dumb question?
I suggested we just pick a salary. I don't know, 20, 50, 70, according to where we are. It can adjust it. It's not the end of the world.
I was going to ask. So the fact that they don't know the new person's salary, like you need to bung something in and you can adjust it later, right? But like
exactly, they do.
Maybe you can change it because I assume you
is in a meeting and whatever.
Yeah. Okay. Because I find it funny that 4 or 5 other people won't get their payroll done because one person hasn't got a salary.
It will never fail. Come on, believe in me. We won't fail.
I know you get it done. No one's not getting paid. I understand that, but I just find it interesting that you're delayed because of 1 out of 45. That's weird.
Yes, I've got a question.
Yes, go for it.
Come on, show me your mug.
This is a very old Matalan mug from the days of Matalan.
Okay.
Yeah, my friend used to work there, and it's my favourite. It's a good size. It keeps the tea nice and hot. I'm a tea girl. None of that coffee crap. Sorry, swore.
She also said coffee was crap. She's out.
She's gone.
Just removed her. Like, you can't come on the show and be like coffee's crap. You can dislike coffee. Sorry, Kirsty.
No friend of ours.
I might not add it back because I'm feeling that.
I do like coffee, but it's in there. Look,
I'm feeling that malevolent, to be honest.
Look, it's in there. Look.
I can sense your malevolence today, mate. Let the power get better of you today.
You know, if the Force were real, I'd be on the dark side, and you all know it. I wouldn't be a Jedi. Welcome back, Kirsty.
I'm back. Yay! I'm out of my bag.
When you were on last, Kirsty, did we ask you the tea question or the hot beverage question?
Oh, you probably did, yeah. And I'm definitely I agree with you about the if you're pouring it from a teapot, then it's milk in the cup first because that protects the china, I believe, is the origins. Right. But making it in a mug, you didn't like me because I put the tea bag in and then put the milk in to make sure I don't make it too strong.
Yeah, now I remember.
Oh, you're lucky I don't have a button, Kirsty.
Are you going to ban me as well, are you, Zoe? Come on.
No, never.
No.
Zoe has no powers just yet.
Bag water.
No power at all.
Wait, Tony, do you have the power to remove people?
Probably.
Somebody suggested saving calories and drinking tea with no milk, and I'm like, no, not happening. I'd just rather not have tea than drink it wrong.
Oh,
See, that's why I moved to black tea because, like, you can't.
African American tea.
Sorry, you remove the variable then. Really?
PCT.
Not to be confused with PCP for anyone that's seen the film.
Very different thing.
Different substances.
Hulk out on one of them.
Yeah. Do we like? I think I'm going to do like a new thing now as well. So you talk about the tea and the coffee, but then I talk about the mug. Because I think a mug is a real personal indication to someone's personality.
You know what? I'm shaking my head. But what we'll do is, if I find it boring, we'll just.
If I was on brand, I'd use this one.
Hey, no free advertising. You've got to sponsor the show for that. Joking, it's fine.
Dale, where's your mug?
I'm not using a mug today. I'm not drinking a beverage right now. I'm not thirsty.
How about a water bottle?
Oh yeah.
Hang on.
That's a nice one. But look at the sticker.
Anyone
Vinny, I've got him. He's on my shelf.
I was going to ask, you guys are all prevalent in the accounting, bookkeeping space, and fintech space. Yep, bookkeeping space.
Prevalent. Does that mean we're influencers?
Sure, cool. Why not? Apart from your own merch, who does the best merch? What's the best thing you've got from an event?
This is my favourite bottle because it's insulated and it's is it a Yeti? Are they Yeti? No, it's a Stanley one. But it's nice.
Coop's got something. Right.
I'm literally breaking everything. My best merch was from Accounting CPD, which is a training provider at Accountex, and they do these little
sweet.
Little but I got this one 3 years ago. The size of it.
Oh,
nice. I love a money plant. Well
Good
done.
shout.
Good shout. It doesn't have its label on it anymore. But,
hey, talking plant research, does any of you know Will Rush?
I know of him.
He did a thing once talking about plants in his conservatory, and he asked for advice. And various people, and I said a spider plant would do well because you'd be, hard pressed to kill a spider plant. So I took him one to Fab. Not this year, last year. Don't know if it still survived. I'd be curious.
That's the gift, isn't it?
We have Will on the show.
We'll ask him.
We will ask him. In fact, we'll ask him to bring it on and
show us how it's doing.
And then we'll have you waiting in the wings, Kirsty, and we'll ping you onto the stage, and then it's going to have to justify his dead plant. Or a fully bloomed. I like the way you took it back to Fisher Price because spider plants widely recognised as like the entry point to plants, right? Yeah, you can't.
Cactus, spider plant, and Busy Lizzie, like they're very hard to kill.
Yeah, I got a couple of little plants from doing some quizzes once. I got some, but I'm not very good. I like the Lego plants. Do you like Lego plants too? Look at these.
Yeah, they're quite good.
Yes, I'm making those with my
with
these.
They're kind of cute, but
Tony, what's the best
Present
merch
off
you've
my
got?
son.
I like the apron coffee. It's a nice coffee.
It is banging coffee, isn't it?
It's good coffee.
Yeah.
And the color scheme is great for Apron. So
Well, I mean,
This is my favourite one at the moment.
Oh, he's cute.
Isn't he cute? And it's a squidgy. Because
The
I'm
stress
quite,
one.
I like to. You could probably see I'm always playing with something, but you can move his. Oh, his arm just fell off.
He's harmless, don't worry.
He's waving. Quite cute though. It's cute, right?
the one I find the most difficult to get my head around is like branded trainers, because there's like one of the big GL providers who had branded trainers some time back, which I didn't think was cool. And then there's another one with one individual who has branded trainers for that particular thing as well, which they're not my cup of tea. The branded trainers.
I like branded trainers. I want the coveted QuickBooks trainers, if I'm honest.
They're the ones I'm talking about.
With a certain Aaron Patrick.
Are they coveted, are they?
They're coveted by me.
Yeah.
Okay, they're coveted then. Maybe it's
I used to be a sneakerhead. I used to have like 40 pairs of trainers. I used to trade them in and out,
They
sell
used
them,
to.
and value.
You can like make good money trading trainers if you're.
Oh,
smart
you declared your
and,
income, Dale.
Huh?
Hope you declared your income.
We both know I didn't.
Hey, Timothy are going to come and get you.
Oh,
It was
right.
all. It was a good.
They were-
It was a good 20. It was a good 20 years ago, and
That
it
won't
was all
stop
cash
them.
exchanges. So,
And they were all chattels, weren't they,
No.
mate? They were all bought and then sold for less of a price than they were bought for. You weren't very good at it.
yeah, I made a loss actually. Yeah.
That trading allowance, yeah.
But going back to the swag thing,
Mhm.
when I left Accountex, I did a swag. I
remember your
on
swag
site.
off thing, yeah.
Randy North, and we used to go around collecting all of what we thought was the best swag, and then we'd film the whole thing and do a competition on best environmentally friendly swag, high end
Yep.
swag, most expensive, all that kind of stuff. It was brilliant fun, but we haven't done it the last 2 years because I think swag is kind of it's changing.
Yeah, from a
isn't it?
sustainable point of view.
You've got to
Yeah.
work hard for your swag as
It's
well.
sort
like,
of it's cool, kind of like a sort of a. Well, we all know everyone's going to do swag, but let's not make it top of
Be
the.
responsible, yeah.
I tell you what, though, the old swag pies. Like I've seen folks on our stand at events stand on the side of the stand, and you can see, you watch Gladiators,
Swooper.
and you know, like the bridge one where they've got the people swimming across, and they have to basically like time it so and through, and you can see
So the
them,
staff are going
and they're
this
like
way.
this. Yeah. So they're like wait for the gap, go through, and I've literally seen people pick up the wooden bowls, tip the contents into their bag, put the bowls down, bolt off the other side of the stand, and I'm
swag
like,
pies.
that is not.
Swag pies.
That is
I
not.
bet they're that they've got that eBay app that lets them do the swiping in the last 5 seconds. That kind of, you used to have a bot or something that would sneak in and get your things for you, wouldn't you?
The biggest argument on point of security at these events is the swag pies that want to come in with suitcases, and they have really strict rules that they're not allowed to bring them in. This is
I mean,
true. Honestly, I'm
go-
Swag pie. That's a good
your
one.
life choices if you go into an account.
If you go to an event, in an instance, if you go into a trade show event and you're going just for the swag, you're wasting everybody's time. If you're an employee, you're wasting your employer's time. You're wasting the people on the stand's time, and you're wasting your own time. Swag for the masses, notoriety for the great. Go there to learn something. Don't just get swag.
Yeah.
Waste time.
Yeah, no, that's changing now as well, because I think because
It is
technology as
changing.
well, like large scale exhibitions like Daz Accountex Fab, actually there's technology that can do the registration as well now, so it's stopping. Because I personally want to vet 20,000 registrations, but now I think,
like when you enter America and you have to fill out that form, and there's that famous question of, do you have any plans to overthrow the American government? Like they ought to do like an equivalent thing when you sign up for a big account in your event. Do you plan to take more than 5 kilos of swag away from this? And if you answer yes, it gets flagged, and you have to do like a face to face with Caroline or Dan to find out whether or not whether you should be allowed into the conference or not.
And then you have to have swag security with guard dogs and swag chasers, and it becomes a whole thing, like a little mini series of people chasing down swag.
No,
constantly.
that actually happens. That actually happens with
What?
As in the security guards have cameras on and they're chasing people because
Seriously?
Is them taking too much?
100% true, yeah. Particularly at food shows as well, large scale food exhibitions. It's rife.
Are you
Honestly,
familiar with the marshmallow? Are you familiar with the marshmallow test? They put it's to test human ability to be able to kind of deal with delayed gratification. So they
Oh,
put
delayed, yeah, I've heard of
marshmallow,
it,
and
yeah.
they basically say, like, if you eat the marshmallow now, you'll get one. If you don't eat the marshmallow, you'll get 2 later, or something like that.
Mhm.
You can imagine like a similar scenario of like person who was attending accounting conference left in an empty room with a bag and a water bottle, and test. Can you sit here with this water bottle and not put it in this bag? and then they were like, you passed the water bottle test. Now it's the socks.
There you go.
Oh,
Caroline's got
socks.
a great feature idea for the next account tax. Love that.
Yeah, Aaron and I think it might have been with. I can't remember who he did it with. Aaron likes to do a bit of a swag competition every now and then, so he's taken over your competition, Zoe.
Yeah, like I said, the swag just wasn't high enough because things are changing, things are adjusting and amending.
Very much, social responsibility comes into it, sustainability and everything. I definitely feel as a bookkeeper attending shows that A, there's less of it around, which is good. B, it's useful stuff. Like socks are useful. I was one of my clients runs an exhibition, and I'd commented on what they'd bought for their gifts for the conference attendees, and she says, oh well, we get a bit stuck, notebooks and that. So I said, try socks, and she went, really? I went, oh, they're very popular at the events I go to.
It's because they're useful. People actually use
exactly.
socks.
And Tony's chocolate.
I don't know if
branded Tony's chocolate.
If you feel as well, like it used to feel like the swag was made to look fancy because it had like a brand on it or something, but then when you actually like went to sort of use it for the third time, it just like fall apart, and it wasn't sort of like made by a reputable brand or company. Whereas like now it feels like quite often the stuff that's made is made of good quality, and like you said, you've got like
it's like real stuff with just a brand on it. Yeah,
exactly.
The Dex hoodie is a premium hoodie. I have a few, and they're actually nice, thick, warm, good hoodies. I endorse these hoodies.
You've always spoken highly of that hoodie, mate.
Actually, Tony, I don't have a single item of free agent swag in my life.
That sounds like a you problem, Zoe.
You weren't trying hard enough.
Just saying.
Well,
I felt the need to get my Vinny out now.
I would argue, Zoe, if you don't have free agent socks, that's on you, because sometimes they have so many they can barely give them away. Like if you don't have any, that's on you, Zoe.
They get wiped out at every event.
Yeah, I don't ask for swag, by the way, unless it's a glass water bottle or a plastic see-through water bottle. I don't ask for swag. I don't like it. It feels icky. I feel a bit like, ugh.
I just can't, because I can't be asked to carry it around the event with me. That's why.
That's why you get an apron bag.
Even then, I can't be able to carry it.
That's like
the Engager bag was good too, because that was a good size and it had a popper on it too.
Nothing will beat the Zerocon bag this year, though.
Oh,
didn't go.
Decent piece of kit, brilliant beach bag. It was a proper
on one of Johan's videos. Yeah,
proper beach bag. Absolutely loved it. Absolutely brilliant stuff. Yeah, I love that. That was a good bit of. There you go.
Right. Sam Green, please read it, Zoe. Sam Green says.
So is that when they just put a wrapper on? So it's an existing Tony chocolate bar.
Hold on. Zoe, please read the comment.
Big fan of the vendors doing the personalised Tony chocolate bar, says Sam Green.
Sorry, Kirsty, I muted you again.
That's fine. Okay, so yes, is that when it's just the Tony chocolate bar, but then it has a QuickBooks wrapper on? As I've had one of those, I didn't realise it was Tony chocolate until I opened it.
Okay, that makes sense. It a lot. Quite a few people do it, but it's just because we all want a bit of chocolate.
Yeah. But at least it's real. Like going back to Tony's point, it's not just like Kennington chocolate. It's real chocolate.
What has definitely... Go on, sorry.
Going to jump into the comments real quick. So we've got Sam Green. Rumours of Iris doing Stanley water bottles for their top user at Accountex is happening. And then Lee Stallers jumped into the comments. The bag quality has stepped up this year. Sorry, Tony, your thought was going to be?
Well, I definitely have noticed that it happens less at events now than it used to. There used to be, once the event started to wind down at 4-ish on the final day, you would have vendors wandering the floor with their excess swag, trying to like swap their swag with other vendors because they didn't want to take it home, and like trays of things, muffins or whatever. That seems to have not, I wouldn't say it's wholly dried up, but like you'll get the odd person going, oh, there's something I really want off your stand, any chance I could negotiate something. But it's not just vast swathes of swag being carried around, which is definitely a good thing, and the event should be commended for that.
Definitely not getting dumped, because that would be criminal, wouldn't it? So
yeah.
And Iris
has had the worst swag you've ever received. I mean, most useless, cheapest, crappiest. Maybe don't name the company. I don't want to create enemies, but like, what's the worst thing you got? Like, was it a crappy
I had
pen?
a set of headphones I could never get working. I'm hoping my 19-year-old son might help. Technologically, I've charged them, put them in, don't work, and I'm like, maybe I've missed a step somewhere along the way.
They're quite cheap, aren't they? What about the ones where you? My favourite one. Oh, we were talking about the worst one, aren't we? Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I was getting all excited. My favourite one are the little trolley coin keyrings.
Yeah.
But at the same time, some people hate them. So again, yes, see, split room.
They're a good idea in theory, but they come off the little hook thing gets bent, and then if you like me wearing like active wear gym shorts all the time, it gets caught on like the holes on the inside of your pockets and rips the pockets. So like, yeah.
What's the one where people pass you something and you go, oh no, it's all right, thanks. Yeah, go on, Dale. What's the worst one? It's a bit swaggy you've had.
When people try and give me sweets.
Yeah.
Like, do you want a sweet? I'm like, no, don't want a sweet. Also, I don't want it from your hand where it's been all warm and sticky. Good, thanks.
Cute little packs of sweet like these. They came in a pack.
Not feeling it. Oh, I hate stress balls as well. I don't. As someone who does fidget sometimes, I just don't find them actually useful for just fidgeting, nor do they really stress.
Oh, mints. Little mints in a tin.
Yeah.
I do find those useful.
I see. I'm loving the way we're split on this.
Yeah, I like mints. These are little.
Yeah.
Some mints on
you know
the
what?
table.
We're almost on the hour. I realise time has flown by.
Talking events, before you all disappear, who's coming to the ICB event? 18th November.
This year.
I don't work in
16th
accounting
of
anymore,
November.
so not me.
Is that must be Natasha Everard, because I remember her. Sorry, I'm doing it again. I remember her having lots of pin badges on her lanyard, so I reckon that would be her. And also, she's made 4 comments as LinkedIn user, so it's a pretty solid stab in the dark, right? I don't want to have to ask our users to put their initials at the end of the comments, but
that's where Dale and I met. We met at the ICB dinner. That's where we met.
We did. Yeah. That was fun.
At the Luca event, the award dinner.
Yeah, we were judges and then we became friends forever.
Yeah.
Sam. I like
Will
that.
you be coming, Tony?
likely not, but I would love to. Yeah. So yeah, no, I won't be invited.
How many of you judges for the awards?
I stepped down.
Yeah, I stepped down too because it's not my world anymore, as you know. Loved it though.
I've never been asked, and I'm not impartial. So.
Oh yeah, and the app of the year is exactly that.
Was, surprise!
Yeah.
I'm still trying to win the award for Cambridgeshire branch. I've lost it 5 times. I think
I won't lie. It is a fabulous event and awards. It's just not my world anymore. And same with Dale. But I absolutely love being part of that community, and I'll never forget the friends I made from it, including you.
Yeah, exactly.